Now the last thing we really need to learn with inequalities is how to graph them. So look at this question. Shade the region defined by x is less than or equal to 2. So what it's actually asking us to do is first of all draw the line x equals 2. Now you'll see as this video goes on that depending on the inequality sign depends on the line I'm going to draw. And a little bit like the circles, when we're doing it on the number line, if it was including the 2, like it's equal to, we did a coloured in circle, or a solid circle, and this time we're going to do a solid line. So where x is 2, is where the x coordinate is always 2. So a solid line going through there. Now the region that is defined by this, where the x coordinates are less than or equal to 2, if you look here, the x is less than 2, it's 0. The x is less than 2 here, it's minus 5. And when x is minus 7, that is also less than minus 2. So what it's saying is all of this region here on my graph is less than or equal to 2. So we shade in all of it. So don't go crazy colouring it in, just maybe just draw some lines across to show that it's roughly shaded. Here's another one, very similar. So we're going to start by drawing the line x equals minus 1. But because it doesn't include the minus 1, this time I'm going to do a dotted line. So here's the x-axis, here's minus 1. It means every coordinate along here, the x is always minus 1. And a dotted line, like I just said. Now, all the numbers that are less than minus 1 are over here. All these numbers are on the x, and less than minus 1, so we're shading in all of that. Now this time I'm changing it from an x to a y. So, but similarly, we're going to draw the line y equals 3. And just like I did before, I'm going to write 4 coordinates down where y is always equal to 3. Plot those on there, and it includes the 3, so I'm going to draw a solid line all the way through. Now, where are the coordinates where the y value is more than or equal to 3? So, I'm just choosing these points at random. Does this minus 5, 4 have a y coordinate bigger than 3? Well, yes, it's 4. This one is 5, this one is 8, so we know it's there. All I'm actually doing in this process is picking a number at random and seeing if it works. And these 3 obviously do. It's obvious, sometimes it's easy to see it like this, but when the lines become angled, it is harder and you have to get used to testing them. Now, you can see I've made the inequality slightly different, but again, it's not that hard, you wait and see. So let's start with this bit. So this is x equals 3, and this one is x equals minus 2. Technically ignore the inequality signs and just put an equals there for the graph. So we're doing that one. Again, solid line because it's including the minus 2. And x equals 3, but it's not including it, so that's going to be a dotted line. And we know it's the numbers in between these two regions by now. It's more than minus 2 and less than 3, so it's in here. So we're going to shade in all of that. Now, this is harder, but this is not a difficult graph to draw. If you want more input, watch some of my lessons on how to draw graphs. And I'm going to use it using the table of values. It's not my preferred method, but let's go with it. So set up my table of values. I'm choosing some random numbers there. Pop the numbers in. So I'm timesing each of these numbers by 3 and adding 1 to give me these coordinates, and I'll plot them like so. Solid line because it was including, so less than or equal to. And this is hard. Where are the y coordinates less than or equal to 1 more than 3 times the x? Or in other words, where's the y coordinate less than or equal to 3 times the x coordinate plus 1? So I'm literally going to try this number here and ask myself this question. Is the y coordinate less than or equal to 3 times that one plus 1? So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Is 1 less than 7? Yes. Just in case I've made a mistake, let's try another one. So is the 4, the y coordinate, less than 3 times the x, 9, plus 1, which is 10. So 4 is less than 10. So it's all of this region here. And that's it. So get practicing, and I hope it works out for you.